My name is Alastair Wilson. I'm Director of Photonics with the Electronic Sensor Photonics Knowledge Transfer Network based in the United Kingdom. So I specifically look after the activities of what we call ESP-KTN within the United Kingdom. The aims of the organisation is to encourage networking between users and end users of the technology. That includes electronic sensor photonics, so we want to cover the full value chain. We want to link everybody up and make sure that there are no significant gaps in the value chain. So in order that research that's done, basic research, can make the way all the way up to products and services which will be used in the economy. So we try and maintain those linkages. We do that by having meetings on particular subjects where we try and bring everyone together. I think one of our key aims is always to try and introduce people to a technology like photonics or sensors and electronics who wouldn't normally be associated with it. There may be somebody in the agriculture industry and they may not know anything about photonics, but if photonics can do something to make their business better, then we will try and engage with them. We are funded by an organisation that is connected to government. It's called the Technology Strategy Board. And they they fund us and encourage us to do certain things in networking, but they also run collaborative research programs within the UK, and that's one of the instruments that we use to bring people together towards a certain objective, i.e. a product. So, and we would try and cover the value chain in a collaborative research program sponsored by the Technology Strategy Board. Another role that we have is actually to link to government, so I work with the photonics community daily, and obviously they have concerns, and then I sit on committees, etc., whereby I can relay their concerns to government in various ways, and that is a key role that we have to play as well. People come to us and say, look, I have this technology, I'd like to find a way to use it. Either they may even know what industry they want to use it in, and can we provide the connections, or they may not know that, but we would certainly do some work to find out how we can connect into that. And on the other hand, we do keep our eyes and ears open by attending events like Photonics Europe here or Photonics West, and we make ourselves aware of what technology is happening, what people are doing in other countries, and we can say, well, why don't you move it in this direction? This might be an interesting way for your business to go. Innovation does not happen in any sort of uniform way across countries. If you did an analysis, you'd find that innovation, particularly in certain technologies, is concentrated in a particular region or in a particular city, and you have to say, well, why that is, and usually it's because there's some big industry there which has spawned other smaller companies, or there's a major university there which has been very active in a particular area of research. So clusters are concentrations, probably in a geographic sense, of a particular technology. And a cluster normally will include small companies, large companies, universities, government players, service organisations who help the cluster to operate. And really a cluster is a way of bringing all those people together. You may have some structure which sort of acts as an organiser, and whereby all of the elements in a cluster work together towards the economic development of that area. We are participating in a project called ASPICE, which stands for Action to Support Photonic Innovation Clusters in Europe. Europe has around 40 photonic clusters at present over many countries, and the European Commission would be very keen that these photonics innovation clusters cooperate and collaborate with each other. The simple reason for that is that no one cluster, and a cluster may not be, it may be a region within a particular country, will in many cases not have all the elements of the value chain, all the companies that across the value chain. So they need to find companies in other parts of Europe in order to maybe get their product to market. They may need someone who can grow wafers for semiconductors, or they may need someone who can package a component, whatever. And what we're trying to do is create a process by which clusters can cooperate and collaborate with each other, so that a lot more of the products of companies can get to market a lot easier. It's a part of the job that you have to inform people what photonics is, because I work with people who are involved in economics who may or may not know what photonics is, and so yes, that is always something that is uppermost in your mind, is having to explain to people what this is. Of course, photonics is ubiquitous, it's everywhere. It's just that people don't recognize it as photonics. So you really have to try and illustrate to them how, even in their own home, they will have several lasers, or even in their car, they may have a number of lasers, or photonic type devices like displays or solar cells, or whatever, fiber optic devices. You know, you really have to go down to that level. In fact, I believe that photonics is getting very close to the consumer these days. If you know, if you even take the ordinary home nowadays, well, maybe not now, but certainly in the future, fiber will be bringing the broadband capability into a home. You've got homes now generating energy through solar panels on their roof, so that is photonics. And also you've got the whole lighting area of the home, you know, in terms of LED lighting, which is photonics, and that's not taking into account things like CD players which use lasers. So, you know, I think very quickly people realize that yes, photonics as a generic term for devices that utilize light is around them, but yeah, there is a difficulty in trying to get them to recognize that it is photonics.